Speak version equals 1.0 XMLNS equals http://www.w3.org/2001/10/synthesis. XMLNS. MSDTS equals https://www.w3.org/2001/MSDTS Lang equals NUS. Voice name equals NUS Neural. MSDTS. Express as style equals SAD. Style degree equals 1.8. Prosody rate equals -18%. Pitch equals -10%. I am 98 years old. My name is Edna Watson, and I've been carrying a burden in my heart for far too long. It's a secret I've kept locked away for over 6 decades, but I can feel the weight of it bearing down on me like a heavy chain, weighing me down with every passing day. My story begins on a cold winter morning in 1943 in a small town in rural Ohio. My husband, Henry, and I were young, barely into our 20s, and the world was at war. We were newlyweds, and the news was spreading like wildfire that the U.S. government had been experimenting with a new gas that could kill millions of people. They called it Zyklon B, but we didn't know that at the time. We were living in a small apartment above our family's hardware store, and I remember the day the postman came with a letter addressed to my husband. His eyes widened as he read it, and I could see the fear creeping up his face. "Edna, it's about the war," he said, his voice shaking. "The government is planning to drop a new gas on the Japanese. They say it will end the war quickly, but they're not telling us what it is." I didn't think much of it, not then. I thought it was just another secret the government kept from us, and that it would all come out in due time. But as the days went by, and the news continued to spread, I began to feel a sense of unease. What was this gas? Why were they keeping it a secret? And what would happen if we were ever in a situation where we were exposed to it? Nobody told me this, but my husband went on to serve in the war, and I was left behind to worry and wonder about the gas and its effects. I wrote him letters every day, but there was always that nagging feeling that I was missing something. That's something important. I was completely wrong, it turns out. The gas was Zyklon B, and it was indeed used in the concentration camps to exterminate millions of Jews and other innocent people. The Nazis had been experimenting with it for years, and the U.S. government had been aware of it all along. They lied to us, the people. They told us that this new gas would bring an end to the war quickly, without telling us the real truth. They left out the part about the Jews, the part about the concentration camps. They left out the part about what would happen to the people who would be exposed to that gas. All these years, I've been carrying a burden that's been weighing me down. A burden that's been fueled by anger. Anger at the government for lying to us. Anger at myself for not knowing the truth. But it's time for me to let that go. As I sit here at the age of 98, I realize that I've been holding on to that anger for far too long. It's a heavy weight to carry, but I can feel it slowly lifting off my shoulders. I'm starting to see the world in a different light now. I see the pain that we've all inflicted on each other, the pain that we've all caused through indifference and ignorance. But I also see hope. I see a world where people can come together, where we can learn from our mistakes and move forward, where we can forgive ourselves and each other and start anew. I know that my story is just one of many, but it's a story that needs to be told. It's a story that needs to be shared so that we can all learn from it, so that we can all grow from it. I've lived a long life, and I've seen some terrible things, but I've also seen some beautiful things. I've seen people come together in the face of adversity, and I've seen the kindness that we're capable of showing each other. As I look back on my life, I realize that I've been given a gift of life, a gift of experience, and I want to share that gift with all of you. I want to share my story, my hopes, and my dreams. I want to remind you that we're all human beings, deserving of love and kindness, no matter what we've done in the past. I want to remind you that we're all in this together, and that we can overcome anything as long as we stick together. So if this reached your heart, please subscribe to my channel. I still have things to say, and I want to share them with you. /prosody, /msdts, express as, /voice, /speak.